What is happening, YouTube? Well, I figured we'll go ahead and get back to our project here. We stopped with the electronics installation, basically part one. I've got to do a part two because I did not finish part one, or, finish it. So that's why, you know what I'm fucking talking about. Anyway, so this is where we put on my glasses. I put on the glasses here, and we are going to dig out of the box here two tiny servos. Aren't they just fucking adorable? And a little one there, and a little one there. Okay, I'll put those over here. The only thing left in here is the transmitter and receiver. So we're doing good. I don't know why the fuck I got an accent all of a sudden, but here we are. Okay. Remove this. We got our trailer assembled in the last video. That was fun. That was not a terrible build. The instructions, as I had read in the reviews, were fucking lacking. Super lacking. But we got her. So anyway, let's see. We need that. We need this. Let me get the screws out again because we're going to need some of those. This is the chassis T-lock servo mount. Makes total sense, right? Chassis T-lock servo mount. No, I didn't fucking think so. Okay, so we got our bits here. A little disorganized. All right, my headlamp. That's you guys will never guess where I got this. It's fantastic. This thing actually puts out some heat on your forehead when you're wearing it. RC Box Club. Anyway, okay. There you go. Maybe Mark Santa Maria should commission me or something. I don't know. We need to get the screws here and figure out what we need. 3 by 8 millimeter BCS. 3 by 27, 3 by 6, 3 by 10, 3 by 8 millimeter BCS. All right, we need 2 of these, 6 of these. Okay, so we're doing really good with the project here so far. I have not had one additional spare piece so far. Not even, it looks like even the screws are all accounted for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That trailer I just completed. Talk about the spare fucking parts. I don't know, maybe I put the, this, here. This is the spare parts that I had for that trailer. I mean, there's all kinds of good stuff. I mean, look at some of these screws. So you have these little tiny nuts, but really in there's even smaller nuts. I don't know if you can see that on the screen or not, but there are some tiny, tiny nuts. Various screws, spacers, some washers, a really odd washer. Yeah, so, and I looked at the instructions thoroughly to ensure that I wasn't missing something. I was like, well, this has got to be able to be used somewhere. Nope. Sure wasn't. I wasn't missing anything. The trailer appears to be together and secure. I haven't tested it out yet. I still got to work on the ball hitch, getting them mounted and all that. I mentioned that. It's going to take a little extra finagling to get that, where did I put that fucking thing? To get that mounted, because the ball that came with my Chaos drop hitch on the F250 is, well, the ball is too big. So, here we go. I'm holding this like this. I've got my orientation correct here. That's what that looks like there. And it says, be cautious of the orientation of the servos when you put them in there. So like this one, I mean, it says TRX4 or TRX4 rear TLX servo. Okay, so let's run that wire through there. And right that in there. Okay, and then we're going to run that part of the instructions. We're going to put the actual servo arm, servo saver looks like, towards the inside. So we'll set that down there. And we're going to do that the same with this one. So it's going to be like mirror image, just sitting like that. So we'll stuff the wire in here and throw the servo down there. And there we go. Nice snug fit. All right, we've got our wires there. And we're going to use 2 of those 3x8 millimeter BCS screws in each servo. So put that in there. I did not charge my fancy dancy screwdriver, so hopefully that holds together for the duration here. We're gonna find out, right? All right. Again, yep, I'm gonna keep on saying it, but you don't tighten them down. Don't tighten them down with the mechanical screwdriver, unless it's unless you're able to adjust the torque. This one, not that fancy, but fucking handy. I tell you, all the screws that I've thrown in without this thing, yeah. Oh, my poor wrist would be screaming at me. So this has been a great relief getting this handy little tool. Throwing this last little screw here, and that's 4 screws holding in the servos. All right, so there. Let me go ahead and tighten this down manually. All right, get this tight. I don't know if you can hear that. That's my fucking wrist. Ever since I broke it with the GST, yeah, it makes noises. Not pleasant noises. There we go, nice and snug. There we go. We want our servo snug. We don't want no play, because that's just gonna that'll just be asking for more problems. A little piece of plastic going out there. All right, what was that? Okay. Yeah. There we go. Nice and snug. And then we'll install this as a whole. So it tells me to compare it like this, look like this, and then I got this little thing out here, put that there. Fuck's sake. Nope, I did it wrong. Yep. So I gotta take them back out and flip them completely. Yeah, I did them like, what the hell did I do? I just put them on the wrong, yeah. All right, so good practice, right? There we go. Let's take these back out. I'm almost positive, so let's see. Like this. Okay, set this here. Set this here. I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a minute. Clever. All right. Oh, let me leave it in there. So I can show you what I'm looking at here. Yeah, I was wrong. A little, it's okay. We like the practice sometimes. Get this last screw out here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right. So, what it asks for. This is what I'm looking at. It asks for these to be here, like so. Nope. Okay. Yep, I had them completely wrong. And I'll show you here in a minute. All right, so let's put this over here. Does it even say? No, it doesn't. Note servo arm orientation, ball cap mounts should be on the same side as the loop of servo mount ball caps. Okay, so now this is looking like what the picture is showing. Son of a gun! Put this one this opposite way. So it's still mirror image. Anyway, let's put this in there. Put this like this. There. It want. Okay, like that. All right. Okay, let's carry on. Let me get those screwed in again, and then we'll be able to move on and hopefully make some progress. Where did I put my screwdriver? There you go. So anyway, here we are, putting the screws in, and then we will mount this T servo mount down to the chassis, and careful, it screws a lot easier once they've been screwed in all once already. Anyway, just like anything else. The more it's used, more likely you are to fuck it up here. All right. And one more screw with the manual operations. And then we'll go ahead and take over with the, anyway. Auto operations. Now we'll continue with the manual. Get those tightened back up. There we go. Guten tight. Again. German specifications. Guten tight. Get it? Yeah. Guten tight. Anyway. So we went to a party or Christmas party, and this damn joke is just one of my favorites now. What's a pirate's favorite letter? No. It be the C, matey. Yes. That's freaking hilarious. Because it could be the R. I thought of another one the other day that would have actually worked pretty good. All right, where does this go? I can't think. Oh, I gotta run those wires through there. Just through there? Okay. Yep, so I run these servo wires through this little crevice that is in there, and it looks like it goes like so outside of that loop, but through that, what did I do here? Yeah, I don't know what it was. It'd be the C. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Run this through there, and all right. So then it goes on the outside of that. We have it like a so. Let's see, what do we have? Like a so, right? Yep. Now where do we put this? So this goes into the chassis. So it's this side of the chassis, opposite of the ESC. This side of the chassis with that thing facing this way. All right, so this is going to go into those two screw holes there. Oh, okay. So that's what size? 3x8. Yep, 3x8 millimeter BCS screws. So that's those other two 3x8 millimeter BCS screws. So I put this right there and secure that. All right, moving right along. Let's get this in there. Yep. There's one. Put this other one in there. There we go. Screw it down securely manually. Let's see. Slow down, cowboy. Hopefully, no. Hopefully that's good. So, I think when I'm finishing a manual, I mean, I think a little smaller screwdriver. I hope I didn't strip those. I think a little smaller screwdriver is recommended. Less weight, so you actually know how tight you're tightening, because it's hard to tell with this big girthy fucking thing. Yeah, see, it feels tight like that. I just leave it alone. I think it's tight. We'll leave it alone. Okay, so the servo and the T doohickey mount is in there. Then it said to get that little piece of styrofoam. So I found that again the other day. This little piece of styrofoam in here. Is it in here? And this sticks where? It sticks right here. So that's going to be basically our waterproofing for the radio box. We're going to take this piece of foam and we'll stick her, I'm gonna put this over here, right along this right there. And then when the lid of the box is on there, it presses those wires and it totally waterproofs that whole little section there. So stuff her in there. It's going to be a tight fit. That's the whole purpose of it. So put that in there. Make sure it's tapped all the way down to the bottom, taped all the way down to the bottom. And then we'll throw that away. There. See? So that's that. Yeah. Alright. That is in there. It says to place the antenna tube into the antenna tube hole. I have not put a receiver in there yet. I guess I could put a receiver in there. Yeah. Let's go ahead and I guess. Let's go ahead and put this in there. Because that's what's going to go in there. That is the bad boy that's going to go in there. And the antenna tube. Why? I have no idea. Why the antenna tube is like that. Is it really over there? No, I'm way off. So where is it? Let's see. The antenna tube goes over here. I get it. So put that through there, and then the antenna comes out of the area here, through the waterproofing, right there. Oh shit! There's a seal. So let's see. It goes under here, and then where are my tweezers? Let me get my tweezers here because I need to reach things I cannot reach right now. I don't know where my tweezers are. That's very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Let me pull this thing down here. See, I usually have tweezers right here. I'm sure this is me not putting things away. I just dropped something, see? There it is. But I don't know where my tweezers are. I have to find an alternate. Something else to use. Because, anyway, getting too sidetracked here. Alright, put that back. I don't know where my tweezers are. They're really handy. They're probably in my drawer. Anyway, so I've done a little reorganizing and moving things around and stuff. and I forget where I put things. So now I remember. I'm stuck on Band-Aid bread and baby stuck on me. Anyway, I don't know why the fuck that just came in my head. So there's the tweezers. That is there. Good Lord, if you can see me, I don't know if you can see. I'm like in my robe. I was chilly earlier. I've got this big ass robe on. Just get the antenna tube. Now I'm almost steaming. It's definitely warm. So antenna tube and the little antenna tube cover. Oh yeah, we're gonna go all the way. Might as well, right? Might as well. So antenna tube cover. Bring this out. This goes up there and through here. All right, that goes like this. That goes like that. Goes there. This will go like this. There we go. The antenna tube is officially installed, so that will give me a little range, a little more range than having it twisted around. A little less likelihood of interference with it being just twisted around in the receiver box. It's yeah, this is the way it should be done. So this is the way we're doing it. Why not, right? Okay, so we have that. This is steering. One to turn, two to burn. One to burn, two to burn. One to burn, two to turn. One to turn, two to burn. Fuck is it? One to turn, two to burn. Okay, so that'd be two. No, one to turn, two to burn. What would be number one? Who knows what that'll be? One to turn, right? Is it one to turn, two to burn? It is, right? What the fuck are we doing? Positive, negative? Okay. Positive, negative. What the fuck are we doing? Okay. All right. Yep. So, one to turn, two to burn. One to turn. So I just went ahead and plugged in the steering circle right there. Just to get an idea. This is going to go all the way over here and back. Okay, very good. So we want it on that side. It's got to go all the way back. Be rooted back. That's good. That's good. All right. So I'm talking, I'm just mumbling here. All right. It did not say to do that. So here the fuck we go. Bouncing ahead in steps. So the last step that we just completed was this, the antenna tube. Now, electronics bag, zip tie. The fuck are we zip tying? What? All right, one lonely zip tie. Here we go. And we're gonna zip tie what? What are we doing? So, all right. So these little servos, we zip tie those. They have a little loop right here on the top of the transmission. So they want us to zip tie these wires to this little loop right on the top of this transmission. Is it just those two wires? Why'd you throw that? It's just those two wires. That's fantastic. Okay, don't throw things. Yes. Yelling at myself. All right, so it says to like have these like sideways all party, and to put this like this through here, and through here. Whatever, that's fine. All right, put this on this side. Here. So I'm just securing these with this zip tie to the little loop that is on the transmission. It's fantastic. Glad they thought of that. It helps get the wires nice and pretty. So let's go ahead and pull a little more. through here. Oop. Okay, well. Yep, they're pretty tight. Yep. There we go. There we go. Nice and secure there. Should I trim that already? Does it say to trim it? Zip tie. It doesn't say to trim it, but I mean, why would you leave it there? Let me grab my trimmers. Where are my side cutters? Bring out the side cutters. This is the box that I take with me when I go out playing. This goes in my tool bag. Has a little bit of everything in it. Okay. Trapped. Put this back here. Okay. This cup. All right. I had to make sure it was still recording because who the fuck knows. All right. So I did that little zip tie thing. Now. Oh yeah. Has this running wires. So let's put this like this so I can be blinded by the fucking light. Caution, pinch point for wires. What? Oh. Okay. Pinch point for wires. Why did you have me go that way? I gotta put them in here. I don't know. So anyway, I wonder if I should have waited for the zip tie. Well, no, this can't go there. Let's see. Where are these gonna go? Let's see. What do we have? We have the ESC. So let's plug this into number 1. 1 to turn, 2 to burn. So let's plug this into number 2. Okay. Make sure we have. Oh, well, you can't fuck this up. 1 to turn, 2 to burn. Plug this into 2. Okay. There's channel number 2. Oh yeah, it says right there, servo, 1 to turn, 2 to burn. Shift servo, channel 3, shift servo. So that's this one here. So we're gonna bring this wire and plug it into channel 3. All right. There's channel 3. Channel 4. All right, son of a gun. Okay. I guess this would be front T-lock servo. I would assume, damn, this, let me follow the wires. This is front T-lock servo. So front T-lock servo, channel 4. Rear T-lock servo, channel 5. It's this one. See, I could have used just a 6-channel T-lock or a 6-channel receiver in here. However, this hopefully I'll be able to add quite a bit of stuff to this. So this is one that I want to, yeah. We'll see. We'll see where we go with this. But it's a build. It is definitely a build. All right, so we got servo, so we got all that plugged in. Into our Dumbo 10-channel P10F receiver. So we're going to have to rebind this, I think. Put it on its own channel. So I'll have to, yeah. Oof. I'll have to figure that out. But receiver clamp foam seal. Okay, so let me put this back up here. So we have. All right, where are we? This is trash. Okay, that's gone. 4 screws, and we need this is called the receiver clamp foam seal. So that's for clamping all these down here, like that. You know what I just did? I just plugged all those in. Oh no. Whatever. I just plugged all those in, and I need to run every single one of them through this. Very good, huh? Okay, so let's just go ahead and unplug everything. Not even gonna do. Let's see. Yeah, I can't even. I was gonna try to do them one at a time, but it's. Let me just do it over. Let me just do it over. Oops. Silly me. So this is the second time in one video that we're having to do things over. So take note of my mistakes and learn from them before I do, because who the hell knows? I have several wires that run here. That's a lot of room for error. A lot of room for error. So let's go ahead and undo all those. Just take this and let's go ahead and just start over. One to turn. One to turn. So I'll have to run all these. Ooh, a lot of wires. Pinch point. Why would they have me do that? Oh, I guess. All right, so this needs to go through here. There we go. One to turn. Again, right? 1, 2, turn. So let's plug the front steering servo into number 1. To the burn. So it says here again, channel 2 is the ESC. So to the burn. We have our power, our gas, everything from the ESC here. One to turn, to the burn. So let's run this through here. I don't even, it doesn't matter, I guess. Let's see. This in there. Okay. 1 to turn, 2 to burn. So that's the speed. The forward, backwards, that's power, electronic speed control. Right there. 1 to turn, 2 to burn. 3 to shift gears. So 3 is this one. Is the shift servo. So for the transmission. That was this one. 1 to turn, 2 to burn, 3 to get stern. And let's get that plugged in there. All right. So we're dealing with so far. Got the 1 to turn. Plug it in a little further. 1 to turn, 2 to burn, 3 to get stern. Whatever. Now, all right. So the front was number 4. And I believe let's look again. Front was number 4, and this is the front. Front is number 4. So let's go ahead and run this through the other side. Number 4. And that's the front T-lock, front differential lock. That goes into number 4 for the second fucking time. Okay, over the metals and over the antenna tube. Number 4 into the. I love you. And finally, the other differential lock servo. Right here. They have really long fucking wires. The other differential lock servo. So maybe I'll anyway try to stuff as much as I can in there. See, I almost just connected it right now. I almost just connected it to the ESC or to the radio, to the receiver, without running it through this fucking thing. That's a lot. That's a lot through there. Those wires are getting tight. That's a lot. All right. So number 5 is the rear differential lock. Squish that in. Make sure that they are all squished in. Nice and tidy. Yeah. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 to turn, 2 to burn, 3 to get stern, 4 to lock the fucking front, 5 to lock the rear. There we are. That's a lot of wiring. Look at that. Hopefully we can make some sense of it and get it pretty, because that's a fucking mess. Alright, it asked me to put that thing in here. Little foam thing. Alright. Let's see what we're at for here. Foam things. So, wants us to put that piece of foam in there. That will smash all the wires in between 2 pieces of foam, which is their waterproofing, which decent. It works. It works. That's what Red Gak did. I didn't build it, but that's what they did. So, let's go ahead and put this in here. See how that fits right in there. They've paid special attention to the cutting. There we go. There we go. That's sufficient. It's pretty spot on for a fucking Virgo. There we go. Yeah. So let's. Oh, makes me sick to even try to want to close this up already. Let's see. There's a little blue. Oh fuck. Oh good. Yeah, I can. I was like, there's a little blue seal too that that goes. Oh, it's sitting right there in front of you. Goes around the top of the battery. You know this. Once we get it in there, and that will water resist or waterproof that part. There's another little piece to put in through there. That is just really for factory ESC that's in there to do some resetting and stuff without having to take the battery box apart. But here we are, looking at this mess. These wires. What are we doing here? What do we got going on? They're silly. Oh, well, I mean, they do have all the extra wire just piled up there. But I'm like, this, yeah, for picture purposes only. Oh, that's where that silicone oil, or that, anyway, whatever that fucking gas. I should use this up there. They have from Mark Santa Maria. So let's get in as much wire as we can. That's what it's saying. So let's pull this. We're gonna pull them up this way. Want to make sure that each wire is. So where do we run this? Maybe I should have. Why would I zip tie? Why does it have me do that? The weirdos. I'm gonna have to pull it back that way. Huh. Okay. So I'm not. Whatever. Let's see. Just pull through there. Oh, jeez. All right, so that's in there. And the other one, there we go. And this one, for both of these. Is it really? So, where does it want me to run them by here? Where do I run these wires? This is bullshit. This is bullshit. You run them all in between those servos. Except for that one. But they all go in between, so I need to re-zip tie this. Maybe probably the only ones that didn't need to go through there. Yeah. That. That is not for those. So I need to cut this zip tie off. Let's break out our handy dandy side cutters again and take this robe off because it's just doing a fantastic job. It's doing too good of a job. Whew. Okay. So what do we got? Goodness gracious. So what I did was I must have had that thing on a timer. Yeah. Ow! Oh my god. So, I zip tied the only ones that don't get zip tied. No, really, not the only ones, but I zip tied these, and they do not need to be zip tied in here. These definitely are not the ones that get zip tied in there. That just makes no sense. These two wires from the ESC and the shift servo are the wires that get zip tied into this little thing here. So, let's grab out of our own stash of zip ties here to correct the silly mistake that we just made. All right, so let's get those. I feel much better about how we're going here. Put those side by side like it shows. Yep, there we go. Yes, 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 yes. That's how they're wired. I mean, that's how they're routed, right through there. And then through there, yes. So that's that, that's that. Oh my goodness. All right, so now all this extra wire. Let me undo that. That's causing too much. So let's get all the wires we can. Oop, I probably should, yeah, I have tweezers. All the wire we can out of play and into the receiver box area, right? As much as we can. So all these wires, yeah, okay, we're doing all right. I was like, wait a minute, oh shoot, we're doing all right. Wow, okay. Jeez Louise, man, this is, see, that's too far. There we go. Because they all gotta come around here. They all have to come around here and over this styrofoam thing. Yeah, so there's one. Yeah, they all have to come. Oh, man. I may have to unplug them and totally rewire them because this is yucky. This is yucky. Let's see. I should have, yeah, I probably should have waited to plug them in. It's a mess, guys. So this is what we got here. We need to get the wires around the box. And then the entry will be made through the front here. So that can lay there. At least they know where that one goes. That one will be in there. Let's see. We could put. See, I messed up by. There we go. This one could be right beside it, right there. How many things do we have? Okay, so that's 2. Yeah, see, that's going to be wrapped around outside of the box. Just going to make sure that that's going to be outside the box. But tight. Oh, yep, see. Oh, goodness. Okay. So that's 2. Yep, that's pretty much that. And then we have a shifting servo. Yeah, that's through that side. So we can run that there, this there. So we have 3 of them right there, right? And then the other 2 are through this side. So let's pull this. Oh, right around there. So yeah, let's see. This is a handful here. That goes there, and that goes there. All right, so we've got all those basically set. Oh, that's rough on the wrist. Get that one there. That's stuff. Let's pull those a little more tight. You've got to come a little more tight. So. I mean, I could. Let's see. I just want to make sure the box fits in there. Okay, fits in there. All these are where they're supposed to be. I gotta put that radio wire out. Out the thing here. So back, let's see. Put this right here. All right. Now if I can get it to stay there. Grab the tweezers. All right. You can probably hear me breathing here. Fucking intense stuff, man. There we go. Whew. Okay, and that one has its own little, I mean, honestly, it has its own little section right there. All right, so I put all those in there. Probably wasted that time because, well, at least they're started. I mean, they're finding their home, right? I guess I'll put it that way. They're finding their home. All those there. What was I going to do? Already did that. Where's that? Where did I put that, though? I need that piece. So let's put this back where it belongs, up here in the book holder. Oh, there it is. I'll put this back over here in front of you so you can see how I fucked it up. Anyway, sorry. I really should watch my language. It's yeah. I cuss. Hope we're okay with it. I feel more comfortable with people around people that cuss than I do people that don't cuss. That's it's the truth. The truth. So that's gonna. Oh, is that? They go under there? Will they go under? Oh! So pop that back. And will those wires go under this? I think maybe. No, not all of them. You gotta go around it though. They can't put them on there. That's where that's going. There. See. All right. So we got all the wires outside of the box. Pretty nice. We might do a little adjusting, like smash them around in there. Run them down beside the radio box. But those are where they're going to be. So let's grab that piece that we just lost and found, and then found and lost again. So I see Hit the Gas Nitro RC. He's actually got himself a nice little work spot going there. I know it's so handy. It is super, super duper handy to have a good workplace somewhere to ranch. 2x5 by 8mm. I was 2x5 by 10. I've started with nothing, and then I got just a table, 2x5 by 8mm CS. CS. See, got started to pay attention to that now that we're halfway through. Oh yeah, okay, super. But just to be able to have the space to lay out things, and that corner, I mean, to have a corner desk is fantastic. What a good deal. Heck yeah, and congratulations on that 1 year, brother. I know how it is, but you know, today's the day that's important. Today's the only day that we got. One day my sponsor says, you know, 1 foot in yesterday, 1 foot in tomorrow, you're pissing on today. And, you know, again, today's the only one we got. Today is the one that matters. As long as we can keep it and hold it together today, that'll be all right. It's all that matters. All right, wake up sober, go to bed sober. All right, let's see. I think, man, this is tough. I need another hand or another. Let's see. Where do we keep that? Where is this cable coming from? Yeah, let me go ahead and take advantage of that right now. Yeah, that's tough. Shoot. Okay, let's see. That's that furthest one. So yeah, it's gonna have to work. I mean, it's gonna have to work. That's this cable here. We got all we can get. That's gonna have to work. It just is what it is. Cable, wire, whatever you are, you're gonna have to work. All right, just work with me. You got to work. There's not really an option there. That's the only way for things to go. Oh, just go this way? Oh, it doesn't. All right. So let's see if we can't get this secured. I'm just trying not to squish wires. Wow, okay. What's up with that shit? 2.5 by 8mm CS, right? One fucking screw here, one screw here. Okay, so let's try it again. Oh, I go. Me. Wow. All right. I don't want to let go because those wires are in place. So that screw is hard to get in. But this is the screw that is in there. And that is it. And just a tight fit on there. I'll tell you what. Let's get this one in there. Maybe, I think I was missing the hole on the other side. So let's get this. Oh! Oh my God. All right. Whew. Okay, we're done with that. So let's get this in a little further. Oh my gosh. All right.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you. All right, we've got those put in, And we've got those still, it's still pretty much run. It goes right there along the side of the box there. I think, I don't know, I mean, that's where it's going to lay right there. It's right beside the servo. Hopefully it stays out of the servo's way. I don't know what causes it to stay out of the servo's way, but we've got all this excess wire here that we're going to tuck in. So we'll be tucking that into the battery box, securing it. We have this little piece that we got to put on top of the battery box too. So this is a piece that is not going to be not really be used for this truck. This is so you can get easy access inside there and do programming with the stock radio. Let's look at that. So just so you can get in there and hit the binding button, or link button, not binding, it says link. But just so you can get in there and hit the link button, that's what that is. It's in there, you know, like so. And the light, that's also not going to be used, but sits in there like that, and then the light you can see shining. But, maybe for another project or that might be a good update option for one of the fucking Revos, come to think of it. Because it does have 4 reverse. Or I could use 4 reverse, but this might be a good option for a Revo. Oof. Yeah, we'll see. But there's that. We'll put that, just set that aside. Sorry, shaking everything around. Anyway, let's get this bad boy put on here. We need to break out that silicone lubricant for the and glue down the ESC. I may pass on gluing down. I'll probably pass on gluing down the ESC on this one, just because it's going to be fucking stuffed in there as it is. Hopefully it fits. Let's see. Let's get this out. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to glue I keep on fucking saying ESC. This is the ESC right there. Definitely not gluing that down. It's screwed down, bolted down, whatever you want to call it. But the receiver, the radio receiver, I don't think I'm going to secure that down. I think I'm just going to stuff these wires in around it and call it good for that. Ooh, it's, there we go. Yeah. And let's see, all these could be stuffed right down beside that. And let's see here, pull these in there. I'll show you in a minute the fucking mess that I'm dealing with. And get all these out of the way of this gasket and lid that have to go on here. Let's see, there we go. So, we got all the wires in there. We're going to wrap this gasket around the edge of this. Oh, it's really pushing it. But I'm going to wrap the gasket around the edge of this. All around the edge. Put a little silicone stuff in there. And then secure it with the top, wherever I fucking put that now. Yeah, it's somewhere. It was right there. Now, I don't know. Now I don't know. Right here. Thanks. Okay, so let's get some of this. And I think what we'll do, oh golly, I think we'll just, wow. Well, here we are. So we'll take this and put the silicone grease all along the, seal in here. Some of it just inadvertently went on the radio receiver. Anyway, I'm putting it all along in here where that gasket is going to sit. And this will help that gasket sit, but will also help that gasket do its job of water resisting this this box. What a mess. Oh, I don't want to squeeze that over that. Already made enough mash there. So, yeah, just spread it out. Make sure that it touches end to end, basically. Ooh. Almost. A little more. So yeah, we'll get this put on there. And let me get it almost spread out. And then we're going to see what the instructions say about putting this on. All right, we got that on. Let's see what the instructions say. How are we supposed to do this? It does not say. Apply light coating. Oh. Will. Silicone grease. Oops, sorry. Well, light coating. I plead the fifth. Oh. Thanks for reminding me. I plead the fifth. Let's go ahead and put this on top of that light coating. Yeah, light coating. Read the instructions, guys. Definitely read the instructions. Silicone should be okay. I mean, it's silicone, but just messy. There we go. That's where that's gonna go. Oh yeah, see. I'll have to go. Yeah. All right. So what are the screw size for securing the 3x8 millimeter BCS? So I need 3 of those. Yep, 3 of those. Three of these. I can put. Oh, there's another one down. Let's set this right here. I still have a couple extra screws and part of the bearing. So part of the bearing from the Slayer Pro that I was I had it here, and I was revving up the engine and run, and all of a sudden it just it sounded really weird, and then stopped. And I discovered that a bearing on the pinion burst. Oh, 3 of these. Literally burst. I found this piece the other day. I threw the other pieces away. I had these little balls all over the place. I don't think I have any of them anymore. But I had these little balls and the ball bearings. Get it? And a couple pieces. I was like, wow. So I was looking under the desk for something on this project or another project, probably an E-clip or something, and I found another piece of the ball bearing for the Slayer. That was kind of funny, really funny. All right, let's get this secured. We are securing the top of the receiver box like a jackass. I think the thing's already bound. I just need to program it for, yeah, it's already bound. I just need to program it for a certain channel in there. Let's hope. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. We'll take it off. Ugh. Yeah, because this was the This was the original receiver for the Dumbo that Mimi got me. The 10 channel is actually what comes with it. So this was bound originally, but I need to actually set, do the settings and set up all the different channels, and then I'll save it as a preset in there. That way, when I go in and I turn it on, and I have this on, I can go to that certain preset and have full capability of everything that I should have. And then if I turn it on for, say, my Gen 8 up there that has no bells or whistles, I will be able to set it for all the bells and whistles that it has, which are none. If there's a steering trim setting, endpoints, all that is able to be saved, 10 of them actually. So that is very cool. All right, so that's what we did. We got the, excuse me, I hate to keep doing that. So I did not apply a small bit of grease on here. I have a feeling I'll already be taking it back out, but I was supposed to apply a small bit of grease on the piece of foam that is on here. It says right there. I did that, I applied that, I put that in there, put that, I ran our wires. Our wires not quite as pretty as what we got on here, but I mean it's not a bad job. It's not a bad job. So that's our wires. This can't, nothing can be done about this. This is battery and fuck if I know something else. Programming. ESC programming. Eventually this will be changing too. We'll be going to 2-in-1 fusion. But as it is right now, we got to burn this up and fucker up because we're going to use it. But not bad for wiring. Let's put that radio tube back on here, or the antenna tube back on the thing. Official. Oh, let's run it under there. Let's run it under there. Okay. There we go. I feel better about that. All right. That in there. That right in there. There we go. We have the antenna tube installed again. We've actually got full electronics. We could hook this up to a battery right now and watch the transmission move. Really. That's all that would happen. Come to think about it. Forward or backwards. That's all we got. But that's something. That's look at where we came from, where everything was just laying out in a hot mess, and look at where we are. So let's see. I am going to let's see, what do we have? Motor, servo, arm, turn on the model. So we'll save this part F for our next installation of the TRX4 chassis builder's kit. Chassis, whatever the fuck it's called. You know what I'm talking about, this. Yep. So next we have the final bit of the electronics installation. So this is the battery box. We're going to be installing the battery box. Simple stuff. Servo horn for the servo. And what is that? Option part front tray can be used to hold small traction batteries. Yeah, so we'll be putting some weight up there, bias stuff, and then we'll fill the shocks. It looks like, get the links installed, then put the get the links installed on the axles, and then install the axles into the chassis there. Get all those installed. Oh yeah, we still got a long ways to go, guys. Drive shafts, tires. See, this has us assembling tires, but the tires are already assembled. They're not glued. The tires are not glued. However, I have Casey. I have separate tires, different tires and rims that are going to be going on this. These tires are going to go on the F250. I'll be switching back and forth between these and the stock tires. Probably maybe seasonal. Who knows? Oh yeah, we gotta assemble the bumper. That might be not. That probably won't be done. The front bumper. I don't know if it's gonna have bumpers. Front bumper, back bumper. Side rails. I mean, skid plates, whatever they are. Fucking rock sliders. That's good. Oh, I didn't know we had those. That's fantastic. So those will be handy. Oh yeah, that's fantastic. Because the body actually fits perfect for this thing. Oh, I didn't even realize this. That is fantastic news. That's the last step. What a way to finish it off. But anyway, let's pull it back open to where we are with the final spot of the electronics installation. We're going to, oh, look at that, a servo horn. We're going to put this in here because this is what the next box we got to use. I'm going to set this over here. We'll take care of that. But yeah, again, we've made it. We made great progress. Oh, let me go ahead and cut this. Get it pretty. Make sure she's pretty. Yeah, that's gonna cut that right there. Yep. All right. There we go. This is what we're dealing with. Got the shift servos again. I did that backwards. I did something else backwards. I had to redo it. So that's okay. We got her. Starting to look like a remote control truck that we'll be able to play with indefinitely. You know, hobby grade stuff. You can play with it indefinitely until we sell it or trade it or whatever. Anyway, that's what's happening here. Thanks for checking it out. Let me know what you think. If you've made it this far, you might as well fucking hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right. Let me know how you feel about all that. Later.